Hello students, welcome back to the uh, simplest numerology course, and I hope you've already completed the course on Pythagorean numerology, because Pythagorean numerology is very simple and it's very easy to understand. So once you do that, if you come here, it's very easy to understand Chaldean numerology as well, right? So one of the most important things in Chaldean numerology, like we saw in Pythagorean numerology, is the idea of assigning a letter to a number or a number to a letter. Right? So for any kind of numerology, the only two things that you need are either the name, or it is not an arc, it's name of a person and the birth date. Because as we learned already, name is an external vibration. I call somebody with a name, that's an external vibration. And then I have a birth date which is unique to me, so it's an internal vibration, right? So we need something for external, we need something for internal vibration. Now, using the concept of Pythagorean numerology, we would just assign each character, for example, A equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to 3, and similarly you have D equal to 4, and so on up to Z, right? Once we did 9, and then we'd go back to 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? But in Chaldean numerology, that changes. So A, I, J, Q, Y gets the number 1, because the way they are pronounced is different and unique. So based on sound, each group of characters is given a number, right? You don't really need to remember this number, because we've already built out an application which will help you. You just have to enter your birth date and your and your name, and it will already remember all of this and calculate everything for you. But as a student, it's very important for you to remember this at least at the beginning. Do all the calculations with your hand, and then move on to using the application. So application is going to support it. Right, so we will also go through that application completely end to end after this. Now, one of the important things, you don't really need to remember each and every character unless you want to become a numerology specialist alone, right? If you want to generalize as an astrologer, numerologist, and 5 other things, then you don't necessarily need to use this, because there are applications that will help you. There is a website that we've created, you can just use that. Okay. Now, the first thing that you need to know is the name number. What is the name number? It is something similar to what we've already done, and it's so simple, because the only thing that you're going to use a name, right? So if my name is Amit, A-M-I-T, or let's say my name is Amit Sharma, right? And we already saw a map before this. That is, the map is A-I-J-Q-Y gets 1, B-K-R gets 2. So you just start using A equal to 1, M, let's say M in this case is 4, I in this case is 1, T in this case is 4, right? Similarly, you do the same thing for Sharma, and you add all of that. You add 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4, that is 8 plus 2 is 10, 10 plus the numbers for Sharma, and then you bring it to a single digit. That's your name number. But we will also learn the same thing when we do compound number, because compound number is the total number, like 10 in this case. When you reduce it, it becomes 1. So that single digit number is the name number. So we'll see that once again. Right? So name number basically tells you what kind of a car you are. Are you an SUV? Are you a sedan? Are you a hatchback? Are you a sports car? So, like we already saw a couple of things about the cars in Pythagorean, the Chaldean tells you something really interesting, something really deep, right? Pythagorean never told you whether it is an SUV or a sedan, right? Depending upon whether you're a hatchback, sports car, or sedan, or an SUV, the car completely changes, right? So the way the internal vibration or the digital single digit vibration represents what you are from inside. Are you an SUV, sedan, hatchback, and sports car? And the number meanings that we studied in Pythagorean can be utilized here as well, right? So the same number meanings can be utilized here as well, and we'll bring in that in a little while when we start practicing or seeing what is how to calculate these numbers, right? So once again, how do you calculate a name number? You take a full name and you change letter to a number and then add them up. The only thing is 9 does not exist. There is no concept of 9. Oops, I'm sorry. There is no concept of number 9. This does not exist. Okay? So, what does the name number really tell you? It tells you how others experience you, the kind of life situations you attract, the shape your life naturally takes. Right? So, the thing is, numerology as a whole, it would be better if you have Pythagorean numerology, Chaldean and Vedic. But it's a lot of different core numbers, right? So to remember all of those core numbers is where I've created this whole car idea. So a name number is simply telling you whether you're an SUV, whether you're something else. Apply the same thing to a human being. It tells you how others experience you, right? If you are a car, how others see you. Are you a sedan? Are you an SUV? Something like that. Okay. So now, this is something important. This is what we started with in Pythagorean numerology. Hold on. In Pythagorean numerology, we started with these number meanings 1 to 9. And as I said, in Chaldean numerology, there is no concept of 9, meaning the concept of assigning a letter to a number does not exist. But what if your number adds up to 9? Your name adds up to 9, right? 4 plus 5, 45, and then 45 is 9. So that can happen. So we still have a meaning for number 9. Okay. Now, since we've studied Pythagorean and now we are learning Chaldean, very importantly, all the numbers mean the exact same thing but at different levels, right? And then we will connect it to Vedic also, but we will try to understand how Vedic system of numerology originated from here. We will not do the whole Vedic numerology here, but we will just try and understand how Vedic originated. It's not written in Vedas, but it's written in Chaldean and Pythagorean. Okay. Number 1 always means leadership, individuality, independence, right? We gave the name Amitabh Bachchan and then we gave Ambedkar in Pythagorean. The same thing in Chaldean means strong-willed, dominant and ambitious. These are in-depth meanings. It's the same exact thing, but now they are in-depth. So if you are independent, if you are an initiator, if you are leadership and individuality, then you will be strong-willed, you will be dominant and you will be ambitious. And this is always represented by the sun in Vedic numerology, right? 2, sensitivity and duality, harmony, being diplomatic. It is the same thing in Chaldean numerology, becomes emotional, intuitive and easily hurt. And these are the same qualities that moon produces. So you have moon in Vedic, which connects exactly to this sensitivity, duality, emotions and some things like that, right? Let's skip 3 and then let's skip 4. Let's do 5. Change and movement. The universal meaning of 5 is always change and movement. Pythagorean meaning again adaptable and adventurous. Chaldean meaning is fast, restless, unpredictable. Deeper meaning. Pythagorean is a surface meaning like adaptable and adventurous. On the surface, they will look like they are adaptable and adventurous, but inside, the same thing with a deeper meaning, that is, they are fast, they are restless, and they are unpredictable. Okay, and all of these things suit the planet Mercury. So you have Vedic saying 5 is Mercury, right? Number 6 is harmony, home and love. Pythagorean says it is responsible and nurturing, and Chaldean meaning is also same, similar but deep. It says relationship focused, emotional and loving. So it becomes Venus in Vedic numerology. It's the same exact thing, right? Number 7, we said Shah Rukh Khan, right? Number 7 is Shah Rukh Khan. He's a deep thinker, is thinking, he has deep thoughts. So introspective and analytical. in Pythagorean, which we saw earlier. Something similar in Chaldean, but a deeper meaning. That is, private, spiritual, learns through challenges. And all this leads to Ketu. Ketu is also the same thing in Vedic numerology, Vedic astrology, right? Number 8 is power and achievement. We had Lal Bahadur Shastri, authority, power, achievement, etc. Right? So authority. In Chaldean, it is the same thing except it says responsibility, heavy karmic lessons, late success. Right? It's like Lal Bahadur Shastri, and it again the meaning is very simple and it goes along for Saturn. Right? For number 9, intensity and completion, humanitarian, emotional fire, dramatic events, and it is exactly same as Mars. So let's clean this up because we need to do the things that we skipped. That is number 4 and number 5. Now, number 4, we gave an example of Ramdev, who is a builder, who is structured, who is hardworking, and is a builder, right? Practical system builder. In Chaldean, the meaning of 4 can be again something similar, but somebody who breaks old things and builds new things, right? So that in Vedic is also similar to Rahu. It's not exactly Rahu, because you say system building can only happen if you are unconventional. Conventional, you go to a job, you come back home. Unconventional is always you are building something big. You're facing a lot of obstacles. You're breaking the old structures and building the new structures, which is same as Rahu, right? Now let's erase Rahu as well. Now the one thing that does not make sense starting from Pythagorean to Chaldean to Vedic is Jupiter. The idea is, since there is one number 3 remaining, number 3 is for creativity and being artistic, right? So for that, there are no planets, and the only planet that was left was Jupiter, and so Jupiter has been given to number 3. Okay, because the actual meanings in Chaldean and Pythagorean do not add up to Jupiter. That's why, but we will need to remember it this way. Number 3 is Jupiter because there are no other numbers left to represent Jupiter. So we have assigned Jupiter as number 3, right? Now, Vedic numerology came up from Chaldean numerology and a mix of Pythagorean numerology plus a mix of planets. There is nothing like Vedic numerology, right? Now, once again, we will have to go through the meanings because we've already gone through these meanings. One is leadership, independence. You act confident, decisive, assertive from the outside. From the inside, you're strong-willed, you're self-reliant, you're direct, right? 2. Sensitivity, cooperation. Moon, right? You appear gentle, cooperative, team-oriented, you're in harmony, you're very sensitive, built with emotional wiring, sensitivity, and need for balance. Moon has the biggest need of balance, right? We'll do number 3 a little later because we'll do other things and then come back to 3 and 4, right? Or we can do 4. 4 is structure and order. Ramdev Baba, he built a big company. So you act disciplined, practical, and organized from the outside, but from the inside, you have strong foundations. You have structural focus inside, strong foundation, but fixed patterns. Okay. For number 5 is for freedom or change. You appear adaptable, energetic, versatile. If you are adaptable, energetic, and versatile, then you will be built with inner restlessness, quick response time. That's because you are energetic. Multi-directional nature because you are versatile. So, Chaldean is basically telling you how that car is built. If you say the car is an SUV, right? That is what Chaldean is saying. Pythagorean numerology is saying the car is purple, the engine is this one, right? And its number plate is this, and it has a sunroof. But Chaldean is going inside. It's saying this is how it is built. It's an SUV. It has a strong chassis. It has a strong frame, right? This is how it is built. So it has a strong engine. That's what Chaldean is saying. So the meanings are exactly the same, except the meanings are deeper in Chaldean. In Chaldean it shows how everything is built, right? So number 6 is Venus, harmony and care. You act nurturing, responsible, relationship focused on the outside. When you see, it's a shallow way of saying number 6. Built with a core need for harmony, caregiving structure and emotional bonding. So this is the deeper meaning, right? But everything relates to this. So if you use the map that I gave you initially, that same map can be used for Chaldean as well, right? But when you explain it to somebody like a client, it has to go deeper. Okay. Introspection, depth. Number 7 is again Shah Rukh Khan. It's Ketu, a deeply analytical, deep thinker, right? Inner reflective design, deeper processing, inward orientation. Number 8 is Saturn. So Saturn is authoritative, strategic, achievement driven, internal backbone, endurance, long-term focus, slow success, right? Number 9 is Mars, humanitarian, and you have compassionate, intense giving, emotional circuitry, expressive energy. It's for Mars basically. So these are the meanings. Now everything comes down to these meanings. You have numbers 1 to 9. So if your name adds up to any number, it comes down to this, right? At the end you have one single number. That number is this. Okay, so this is where I said Jupiter does not fall into this specifically. Jupiter is about knowledge and wisdom. But number 3 is expression, creativity and influence. But there is no other place, and hence you have Jupiter added over here. Okay. So just to add some more information, Cairo is one of the famous numerologists, and he's also a palmist. He learned palmistry from his mother at the age of 11, right? So this guy came to India in the 1900s and he made numerology famous. He brought in Chaldean system into India, but later in India, numerologists used Chaldean and then they added planets to it and made Vedic astrology. So this is just for information. Okay. Now coming to name numerology, right? Name number. Sorry, we are just doing the first core number, that is the name number. We already saw this, but we are going to see this again. Let's say you already have this map, right? Let me also show you the same map. Okay, so let's do this in the next chapter.